Hey guys, today I attempted like a purple ombre cut crease, but it didn't actually come out exactly as I expected. What I did was I taped the sides so I could prevent any fallout and have just like a clean cut right there on the side. I applied some primer to my eyelids because I knew I was going to be playing with a pretty bright color and I really wanted it to pop, so I used this actually, I put some eyeshadow primer and then I used this highlighter stick as a base. So if any of you have watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm really not an eyebrow girl. I tried to draw on some eyebrows and make them thick, but I think I'm missing a lot of the necessary things that I need for that. Anyways, I did the eyebrows, and what I'm gonna do here is start that cut crease. I tried to copy a girl in this video, and it's just way harder than it looks, you guys. Like, I just started doing all this, you know. I mean, I've always wore tons of makeup, but I never really had any specific technique, and really I probably wasn't even applying it the proper way all these years. But anyways, her cut crease just came out all perfect, and it was just like a perfect line. Mine did not turn out that way, you guys. You know, practice makes perfect, and I'm sure I'll get better. But for now, I'm having a great time learning and experimenting with all these colors. And it didn't turn out that bad, but it definitely wasn't as perfect as it was on the video. I'm actually going to leave you guys the link to that video down in the description box so you guys can watch it yourself. It's so amazing, and you know, these makeup people out there, they are just insanely great artists. You know, it has nothing to do with, oh, I'm natural, I don't wear that much makeup. I mean, makeup is like an art in itself. It's people that are creating beautiful things, whether it's transforming yourself or enhancing your beauty, whatever, you know. It's not about just piling on a bunch of makeup. It's there's an art to it, you know, and I think it's beautiful. So this awesome palette right here, it's called Technic Electric palette, and it's a dupe for like somebody's electric palette. I think maybe Urban Decay, but the pigmentation's great. It was like, that palette was like maybe $11 at the most. It's just beautiful. All the colors are like really shimmery, highly pigmented, and yeah, like electrifying colors. So anyways, as you can see, I am trying to put like a light purple right on that crease to sort of lighten it up, and trying to use that as a transition color. Now basically, I wish I could tell you that I have like a certain technique that I'm going to show you step by step, but in actuality, there's just a lot of going back and forth, trial by error, and oh my goodness, it's like, you know, I'll start with this light purple, then I have to go darken up the crease again, and then I gotta go back with another brush and blend. You know how it is. And if that color's not showing, then I'm gonna try to find like a different color because that color maybe is not like popping enough. And you gotta remember, at the same time, I'm trying to do some ombre effect. Like, I was just all over the place in this video, so you're gonna basically see a lot of going back and forth, a lot of me experimenting with different colors to see which colors blend best with what. And yeah, that's basically it. And then you can compare my technique to the professional that did it in the other video. And yeah, I don't know, because you know, it's like I do exactly what they're doing, but it does not come out like that. It just does not come out like that. So like, I don't know, I just got to keep trying and trying, and I probably don't know if I have all the correct brushes, you know. I probably need more brushes and stuff like that, because I know there was a couple brushes that she had and I'm like, I don't have that type of brush, you know, but I'll get there soon enough. Alright, so I realized that my cut crease disappeared. I'm like, where did my cut crease go? Cut crease is supposed to be like just some perfect, just like line, a perfect line where it's just white on your lid, and then a perfect line you can just see the color immediately on top of that. And it's like, I'm trying to go back and make a perfect line with like a concealer and like, you know, a flat brush, but it's not really like, it's not like how she had it. But that's something I'm gonna have to figure out, how they get it so perfect like that. It could be like my concealer that I'm using is not what she was using, you know, and it could be the brush. It could be just because I don't have a steady hand and can't make a straight line, you know, so I'll have to figure that out, but I'm just going to try to clean it up the best I can. Alright, sorry about that. What I did here was I grabbed this, you know, this white shimmery color from that Jules palette. I actually wet the brush. They say when you wet the brush and then you put color, you put pigment on it, it pops even more. So I did that because it's supposed to be pretty vibrant right there in that area. And now you're gonna see me go in with like some yellow color that she had, and then she said she sort of had a difficult time having like a matte color blend with a shimmery, but this yellow is actually not that matte, so I was thinking in my head, oh, maybe I'll have a better time than she did. But like I said, you're gonna see me playing around with a bunch of colors and trying to create an ombre effect, and also then I'm gonna also darken up like the inner or the outer V of my eyes, and you'll see that as well. Alright, from here I think what the idea was to take the light purple and blend that on the side of the yellow, and then take an even darker purple to the very end of that, and then after that you're gonna see me grab a charcoal black, and then I'm just gonna go back and forth trying to blend those colors and make them work. I want to apologize for the camera quality, you guys. I mean, it's not that I mean to like apologize, but I do, because I'm actually filming off an iPad, and the quality is not as good. And when I mean that, what I mean by that is like, yeah, you can see purple right here, but when I walked into my bathroom with different lighting, I was like, whoa, I had no idea the colors looked like that, because I'm actually doing my makeup while looking into the iPad, and it doesn't really work that good. So I'm gonna have to figure out a better system. But you are not seeing the full effect of these colors, guys. You're just not, and that's what I apologize for. But until I can afford like a better camera, I mean, I think the one that I was interested in, like, it's like $600 or something, and that's just a starter one. So for now, this is gonna have to work. So it sounds like I must have turned back on the YouTube channel so I could like start watching some more of that video, because I'm like, what is happening here? It's really not coming out like hers. But actually, this color I'm putting on right here, in the other lighting, in my restroom, when I looked in the mirror, it looked very beautiful, you guys. It really looked beautiful. Like, I did all right. I did a good job. It's just that it just did not come out the way like the ombre cut crease or whatever, but I still was happy with the results. I'm just gonna put my wing liner now. Alright, I'm going to take off this tape because it looks like she took off the tape, and then I'm going to clean up my face so I can apply the rest of my makeup. So here I took a little trip to my bathroom because I'm like, oh no, these people have to see these colors in a different light. So there it is, guys. Foundation, highlighter, and here's my benai baking technique. You know, one day, guys, I'll just do a separate video for baking once I gain a little bit more knowledge about it. You know, I want to do a little bit more research and have some more in-depth things to tell you about this process. So I'll save that for another video. Here I'm doing my contour, contouring my nose. Well, I really started getting into it here, you guys. Now for under the eyes, I'm going to just use a dark reddish maroon shimmer color, and then closer to the waterline I'm going to put a black and blend it out. I use a big fat elf eyeliner. I've had it for a while. It works pretty well. It's pretty cool and it goes on. I might buy this again. I think this was like $3. So I applied my lashes. You guys know how I do it. I cut it in half and I just apply it to the ends. And that works for me, and I don't know if it will work for everybody. You know, the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know, I think it helps that my real eyelashes are super long. They're almost the length of the fake ones, so that's why that seems to blend in well for me. But if you have shorter lashes, I don't know if that would actually work for you. Surprise, surprise, I'm actually going to go with a nude lip this time, guys, and that's just because yeah, these colors are really loud and bright, and I mean I'll wear a dramatic bright lip with a smoky eye, but this is totally insane, so I'm even gonna tone it down here and go with the nude lip. It's actually it turned out to be like a mauve, a very light mauve, and that was fine with me because it kind of matched the purple, and I'm like, oh, even better. Dusting off the excess benai, applying my Mary Kay Strawberry Cream blush, and I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheeks. The Laura Geller highlighter and Gilded Honey. I always forget my finishing spray, but I went back and did that later, guys. But here's my finished look. I hope you like it. It wasn't exactly like the other video, but you guys just keep playing with color.